Okay, let's begin. Welcome, everybody. So, last week we talked about present continuous. Before we talk about past continuous, 51 people, 51 sentences. Can you guys go ahead and type about present continuous in your opinion in one or two sentences? How can you define, how can you explain, how can you talk about this grammar topic? Present continuous. So, what is present continuous? Imagine you're going to explain to your friends, whatever. That's fine. Do your best. You can give me examples, definitions, ask Google, whatever you want. But make sure you do something. What's up? Why don't you take classes regularly? I have two classes every week. Mondays we have book club, and Wednesday grammar classes. I usually have other classes elsewhere, like institutes, private classes, whatever. I don't have time for every day, but I don't remember. That's fine. From Pakistan, okay, something that is happening. So let's talk about this. On several people, 52 sentences. What is present continuous? Something that is happening. Thank you. Very good. Yeah. Oh, Sakatale says an action started in the past and is still continuing. Are you sure about that? It started in the past and continuing in present. So what is present perfect then? The government didn't electing. Can we say didn't electing? Or didn't elect? Past simple. When something is happening right now. Thank you, user 11. Hey, I've said, okay, we use it to describe actions that were happening in the past. But we don't know if it. So I'm talking about present. Listen to me. Present continuous. An action which is happening right now. Perfect. I'm traveling. That's a good example. Present continuous subject plus is am are verb ing object. Good. Explain action in present and still continue. No. Google present. I don't remember. That's fine. Something that's happening. No, that right endings is like I write something. Write a letter. Email. Right now is like right. Ing form is there. Very good. Yeah, perfect. Now, let's actually talk about, when we have future plans. Yeah, very good, Alex. Perfect. We talked about it. Let's talk about past continuous. So at the end of this lesson, you will be better able. So what does it mean, better able? It means right now, of course, you can use that. Okay, no one's denying that. But you will be better able to describe actions happening at a specific time in the past, interrupted actions, and parallel past actions confidently, which is a good keyword here. Now, what is the past continuous? Let's talk about this. Examples, definition, formulas, whatever you want. Oh, my fault, like you're teaching right now. Yeah, very good. You are teaching right now. We are learning this grammar right now. Very good. Describe to something is happening but not completed. Okay. Past continuous. Started in the and continued in the past. Okay. Was were ing. I was learning English that day. Okay. What about others? Is it for something that were happening? I love this part. Several people are typing. This is the best message by far. Very good. Keep writing. Subject plus was, were, verb ing simple past. So we don't necessarily use simple past all the time. I mean, we have some situations, yes. I guess past continuous is an action which was happening in some time in the past. Something that I was doing in the past, like I was studying. Good. Particular time that we're going to the market. Good. I love this class. Thank you. This class loves you too. So let's talk about this. The past continuous tense is used to describe actions or events that were. So I see some of you are interested in using your microphones. Yeah, thank you. So if you want, just type me or raise your hand. I'll give you permission so you can come to the stage and we can do it together. I mean, you can use your microphone, so on and so forth, and others can type. And there's no limit. So for example, Muhammad Yazoo wants, okay, so if you want to type me or just raise your hand. You can come here like a friend, and you can actually use your microphone if you are a person who loves speaking.
Hi.
Uh
I said
huh.
hi.
Hello.
Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. That's perfect. This is the first me. Okay. Uh huh. Google. Very good, and so on. So, in your opinion, Muhammad, what is the
Yeah.
past continuous? Imagine you're going to explain this to a kid, a person, whatever. How would you do that?
Um, I think past continuous have a many situation that we have to apply it. One of which is that the past continuous can be used for past action which continue for some times, but whose exact limits are not known and are not important. Like when you said it was getting darker. It, this is the example.
Aha. It was getting darker.
I think, yeah, and the wind was rising.
Okay. Thank you, Muhammad. Anyone else? I think.
About past
Um,
continuous.
Yeah. Anything you want to add?
I didn't usually use past continuous or past present continuous. I can uh, use some example for that,
Okay,
but
that would be
I
great.
didn't realize subject plus was verb plus ing. You know what I'm saying?
You mean the form? Okay,
Can
that's
I?
fine. Yeah, you can give us examples. Why not?
Like I was taking a shower when you called, or he was
Aha.
driving the car. He was driving the car when you accidentally happened.
Very good. So let's talk about the sentence. I was taking a shower when you called. So there's some situation. Right now we will talk about this. So in different situations we can use this grammar topic for different purposes. Very good. So let's have someone read this. For example, Google. Can you read this part for us? So people won't just hear my voice all the time.
The
The
past
past continuous.
continuous tense is used to describe actions or events that were happening at a specific moment in the past, ongoing or in progress over a period of time in the past, interrupted by another action in the past.
Yeah, go on.
It's a way to talk about what is going on around you in the past, often setting the scene for another event.
Thank you. So we have a word here, interrupted. What does it mean? Interrupt, interrupting, interrupted. Guys in the chat, please type 52 answers. And you guys on the stage, what do you think? I mean, what's the meaning of interrupt? What do you mean? What does it mean by interrupted by another action in the past?
this is impeded, or maybe when you doing something and there is another um, action that stopped you to continue the first one. Is it right?
Very good. So let's wait for other people too. That's fine. So loan says disturb, force something to a stop, disturb or stop. Okay, what else? Something starts happening when already an event is happening. Okay, okay. So 51 students, 51 answers. If someone says something, don't just say, okay, so he said that. No, do it yourself. I was playing and the lesson started in example. Okay. So several people are typing. That's perfect. Let's wait for them. Because these are some keywords and they are actually very important. So we should know what they mean. It connects the past to the future. Interrupt? Are you sure about that? It connects the past to the future? Like, for example, our friend said I was taking a shower when you called. So, there is future here. He called me when I was eating. Why you interrupted me or interrupt me when I talk to you? Good. So yeah, as you said, all of you, Very good. So interrupted by another action. Our friend uh, Sagatale said that I was taking a shower when, for example, he called me. Very good. It means he interrupted. He stopped the other action, which is taking shower. So when to use the past continuous? We have some situations. I mean, in details. Let's go. So, Sagatale, if you can please read this for us. Actions happening.
Yeah, yeah. Actions happening at a specific moment in the past. Use the past continuous to describe what was happening at a particular time in the past. At 9 p.m. last night, I was studying for my exam. Or second one, she was talking on the phone when I walked in.
Uh huh. Yeah. Continue.
Yeah. Ongoing action in the past. Use the past continuous for actions that were in the progress over a period of time in the past. For example, I was working on my project all day yesterday. The second one, they were traveling through Europe last summer.
So thank you. Here, actions
Right.
happening at a specific moment in the past. Very good. At 9 p.m. last night, I'm giving you some details. I was studying for my exam. She was talking on the phone when I walked in. So it could be the number three to some extent. And like I was working on my project all day. So ongoing actions. Very good. Number three we talked about is interrupted. It says the past continuous is often used to describe an action that was in. Let me change the color first. That was interrupted by another one. Usually in the past simple. So I was cooking dinner when the phone rang. Past the ring. I was cooking, like I was doing something. Suddenly the phone rang. So that the process, I mean ringing, interrupted the action, which is cooking. Or they were playing soccer when it started to rain. It means actually it made them postpone or just rain off the situation, the match, the game. Number four, let's go with our friends Gugu.
Parallel actions in the past. When two or more actions were happening at the same time in the past continuous is used for both actions. First one example, while I was studying, my brother was playing video games. Second one, she was cooking while he was cleaning the kitchen.
So thank you. Here, so first, what does it mean? Parallel. Like, what is this word? Because it seems a bit difficult, to some extent.
Something that happened at the same time, like
Uh huh.
while the guy was studying, his brother was playing video games. So it was two things happening at the same time.
Can we
So
say
it's a
sim?
parallel.
Very. Can we say simultaneously, like both of them at the
Yeah.
same time? So I don't know if you guys like mathematics or not, but we have something we call them parallel lines. Something like that. They never interrupt each other and so on and so forth. So it's like two things happening at the same time, or three things happening at the same time, as our friend said. For example, while this is the key word, I was studying, my brother was playing video game at the same time. So I was studying, he was playing games. And for example, in the future, I became a doctor, he became, I don't know, whatever. So you can say something like this. Or she was cooking while he was cleaning the kitchen. So we have a good keyword, while, and we have another keyword, when. Usually, when you say I was cooking dinner when, you should use a past simple. The phone rang because you are trying to focus and emphasize the interruption part, like how it got interrupted. But when you say while, it means alongside the other one, besides. So while I was studying, my brother was playing video games. I have a question. In this sentence, while I was studying, did my brother was playing video games, interrupt the first class while I was studying? I mean, did they interrupt each other or no? They were doing their own ways. What do you
No,
think? Uh huh,
No,
no, no, uh huh, very good. Because, I mean, how? You know? he was playing games, he was reading books. Okay, that's fine. But when I say when I was taking a shower, I was taking a shower when you called or when he called, he actually interrupted me. So this is a matter of actually meaning here. Germany have okay? No, no, very good, exactly. Number five. Let's go with another one. Let's go with Muhammad.
Yeah. Um, you mean I'm going to read, right?
Yeah, number five. Setting the scene.
All right. Setting the scene in the story. Use the past continue to describe background activity and narratives. The sun was shining, birds were singing, and the people were walking along the beach. She was wearing a red dress, holding bouquets of flowers. How to form the
So,
past continues.
thank you. Let's talk about this. Perfect. So narratives and narration is something like you want to, as said, set the scene or start talking about something, storytelling, so on and so forth. We have another grammar, which is called narrative tense. I think it just talks about how you can start storytelling. So the sun was shining, birds were singing, and people were walking along the beach. For example,
Also,
sorry.
Professor, can you tell me what does this tense means when you said the narrative tense? Is
Yeah,
it
sure.
used for literature or have another meaning? Or
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
is it uh, accessible for literature or have another? It is used for another purpose, you know?
Yeah. So first of all, I'm not a professor. I mean, that's a big
That's my
title.
point.
Yeah,
Yes.
just a normal teacher. So, but
You
yeah,
got
narrative normally, of course, it's a matter of literature. So, in some situation like writing novels, for example, you want to set the scene. Okay, I mean, in different situations, for example, you can say, I don't know, uh, the teacher was teaching, the students were listening. For example, suddenly something happened. Not necessarily in literature. I mean, in your everyday life. But it is a good use. It's a perfect way to start your sentences, to actually storytell, to do storytelling for your, I don't know, novels, whatever. So we can use it everywhere, not necessarily literature. But for example, you say, I don't know, she was wearing a red dress and holding a bucket of flowers. So it could be a good way to set the scene, as the title explains it. So, five reasons, five situations, normally we use that. But how to form this grammar, how to form these sentences. So, I mean, you know that it's easy. We use was or were, the past tense of to be plus verb in the ing form, present participle. For example, subject plus was verb, verb ing. She was reading a book. So the point is, okay, when do we use were? When do we use was? For what pronoun? For what things? Was and were. Let's type it. Was were. Should I say, for example, they was reading a book, we was reading a book, or I were, or he were? Which one? Was for singular and were for plural. I was, she was, he was. Good. They were, I was. Mm-hmm. Let's wait for others. Let's see. It seems easy, but these are the basics, the fundamentals. So, I was reading a book. They were reading a book. Yeah, very good. So, negative. We use not. I was not or wasn't. We were not, we weren't working. Very easy. And for question, for interrogative sentences, another synonym for question is called interrogative. We can just bring was were to the beginning, like, were you watching TV when I called? Was he cooking dinner at 7 p.m.? Something like that. But clauses in past continuous. I have a question. I'm going to forget past continuous for a minute. Let's talk about this clause. I always talk about this in my classes because it's important. What is a clause? What do they do? How are they formed? Third person singular use was. Okay, good. You're bringing potato. Okay. Okay. Let's move on. What is a clause? Because it seems difficult. Something like very weird, difficult, hard. By the way, I think someone asked me a question. He said, sorry, it's not, it's a random question. Evni, I think, said fishy. Fishy normally means like sauce. It's like nowadays they call it sauce, like suspicious, going with doubt, something like that. I have no idea, okay? Anybody can give me an explanation of 3%? 3%? No, third person, like she, he, or for example, it's like Jack. A case in language. Okay, thanks, sir. Noun. A unit of grammatical organization. Okay, next. So in simple words, I mean, in simple words, how would you say that? Yeah, of course it's AI, but like combination of words. Okay, what type of words? Any words like, for example, book. For example, apple and on. Apple on. Is it a clause? It's words, combination of words. Verb plus subject, or subject plus verb. Jolly. Okay, so yeah, it's fun if you don't know. Just try to write what you think. Anything. What is a clause? Imagine someone asked you, hey, I have a question. Do you know what a clause is? What would you say? That's what I think. Okay, that's good. That's good. And several people are typing. That's perfect. Clause means sentence form. Okay, good. So, thank you. That's nice. And subject plus verb. So, if I give you two options, which one would you choose? For example, A clause consists of A, subject plus verb plus object, B, subject plus verb. Which one would you choose? A or B? And why? A, B. Which one? Both. So no, I mean you should choose one of them. I mean the basic clause. A because of the object. Google says that. That's fine. Very good. Alakar says A. Only subject and you mean B, Alex? Only subject and verb. Good. What about others? 46 people. Share your opinions. Share your thoughts. That's fine. C, I don't know. Okay, yeah, we have option C, I don't know. Good. Why the class is silent? It's not silent. Look at the chat. It's like that. But normally we have chat-based classes. I guess a clause is a group of words that contains subject and verb, is it? Or we'll talk about it. So, the answer is B. So probably you're saying, okay, what about object? Where is object? Okay, I have a question. I swim. I think Americans say swim. So, is the sentence correct? I swim. Is it a correct sentence? Yes or no? I swim. I swim. We will talk about this. Yes, okay, very good. So, I have a question. What is I? Yeah, every session we talk about this because we have clauses and we have new people actually every session. And you know that there's still many people cannot answer correctly. So, subject. You said subject is something new. Okay, very good. Subject. What is swim? Is it my object? Verb. Very good. So, okay, those who are talking about object like Google. What is my object? Where is it? Now you're typing. No object. There is no subject. No object. Subject is like, in the pool. Yeah, very good. What about others? Robert. Okay, very good. So, yeah, there's no object, of course. I sleep. I sleep every day. I don't know. She cries. She runs, and so on and so forth. So some verbs are transitive. Transitive verbs. Some of them are intransitive verbs. Transitive verbs, they have an object. Like, I write a letter. What do you write? A letter. I eat an apple. What do you eat? An apple. So on and so forth. If you have intransitive, on the other hand, like swim. What we don't have what do you swim? That's ridiculous. What do you sleep? What do you cry? No. They don't have any object here. I swim. I sleep. So on and so forth. We also have distransitives, which have actually two objects. Like Ryan offered Jack a job. Jack and job are object. We don't want to talk about this, but so and we have two types of clauses. If you wanna open this, dependent and independent. Like independent clauses, yeah, there are another synonym for sentences. Independent, and we have dependent, like for example, relative clauses. This is the person who talked to me yesterday, for example. But let's I think we talked a lot. Your example, there is an object. Very good. Yes, very good. Transitive verbs need objects, while the other type, intransitive verbs, don't. So let's go with Tilluminator, I think, yeah? Tilluminator. Could you read it for us? Clauses in past continuous.
Yes.
Great.
Clauses in past continuous. Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you? Yes. Okay. A main clause, the subject and verb part of the sentence, which shows the action. Dependent clause often includes time expression or another action that interrupts the main action. Examples: She was working on her laptop, main clause, when the power went out, dependent clause. We were meeting them, main clause, when it started to rain, dependent clause.
Thank you. So we can call this main clause independent clause too. So when I say she was working on her laptop, are you looking for, other information? Okay, so for example, she was working on her laptop. I was playing games. She was reading book. So do you say, okay, what's next? What happened next? Do you say something or no? It's fine. No, very good. What about others? Not just Google. 42 students. When I say I was playing games, do you say, okay, so what happened next? Or is it over? No. What about this one? When the power went out. So when the power went out, say, oh, okay, what's next? So what happened? Am I right? What do you think about this? When the power went out, do you feel something is missing? When it because past continuous needs a specific explain. No. Yes. When I say when the power went out, say, okay, so what happened after this? So we use it. We call this dependent clause because it cannot stand alone as a sentence, but the main clause or the independent clause can. But some time expression with past continuous at the moment, at 5 p.m., yesterday, while and when we talked about them, they're important. As all evening, evening all day, the whole night, something like that. For example, Avni, could you read it for us? Yes, very good. We need more information. Perfect. I got it scared.
So can I tell the examples?
Yes, please.
At 10 a.m. yesterday, I was driving to work. While she was studying, her phone rang.
Very good. So like at 10 p.m. here or or they were playing football when it started to rain.
We were playing football when it started to rain.
Perfect. So before we talk about the difference of like past continuous versus past simple, I want you to form and make some examples using past continuous. Anything. It could be funny, it could be anything you want, but correct examples. So we have 39 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 students here means around 40, at least 40 examples. Don't be shy, you're here to learn. Just type what you think. He totally raised his hand. Okay. I was playing the piano. No, I was playing the piano until it broke. Oh, okay. I was studying for the exam at that time yesterday. I was driving a car while talking on the phone and I got a ticket. Yeah. We were cooking yesterday. Good. What about others? Several people are typing. Take your time. We were watching TV when they arrived. Past simple. No, 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 no. Just give me past continuous. Just past continuous. I was walking down the street when I saw some people throw. So normally I saw some people throwing. Okay. Bark at the people. I was going to school when I saw him. I was playing through guitar when the power went out. I was working on my laptop yesterday. I had been. So is it correct? I had been. It's past perfect, isn't it? I was reading a book yesterday. I were. Can we say I were? I were cooking in the morning. In the morning. I were cooking. Past perfect progressive, right? Yeah, that's past perfect. I had been using my computer before you called me. Something like that. When I was in the home, when I was at home, when I was at home, my brother was watching TV. Okay? They were talking about. Very good. Yeah, perfect. I love that. And you can still keep writing. We will get back to you. But a new question arises here: past continuous versus past simple. For example, I read a book and I was reading a book, or I played football and I was playing football. What's the difference? How would you differentiate past continuous and past simple? You can give me examples, definitions, whatever. I thought it was past continuous too. No, you're using had. No, it's fine. That is okay, yeah. I was driving the car and I passed the section without seeing the red lights. Okay. So you deserve a ticket, right? Several people. Okay, let's wait for them. What's the difference? What is the difference between past simple and past continuous? The past simple doesn't have ing. No, let's talk about, the meanings, not the forms. Of course, we know how we form them. Let's talk about the meanings, like in terms of meaning. How do they differ? Past simple happened once. Past continuous is happening or was happening. Past simple, you have done. No, past simple, not present perfect. Past simple, you did. Past continuous, you were doing. I were yesterday taking an English class, then I was cooked. Okay. I was studying, I can see someone, I saw him. Okay. So how would you explain that? Try to explain. Not by giving example, like in that sentence says we use this, we use that, but in the other type we use this, we use that, because that's fine. We just want to check how well we know. Past, very good, something like this. Past simple used for happen in the past, but past continuous used for action happening in the past. Simple past, an action in the past happened and done. I like this. We can't use feeling verbs in progressive. We will talk about this. For example, you mean I was loving it. We have something here. We will talk about this, don't worry. The past continuous was happening over some period of time, while past simple only happened in the past. But you don't know when. I do it for one or multiple times. Past simple activities in the past that have done. Past continuous activities in the past that is still until now. Okay, very good. Thank you. Thank you. Let's read that together. So please, can I ask Lone to read this for us? Lone, could you read it for us if you're there? I think he's AFK. So let's go with Tilluminator.
Yes. Past continuous versus past simple. Past continuous. She was watching TV when I arrived. Past continuous for background action. Past simple for interrupting action. She watched TV last night. Past simple for a completed action.
Aha, very good.
Yes.
Yeah, go on, please.
Okay. Past continuous describes ongoing actions in the past. I was walking. And past simple describes completed action. Past continuous, I was walking when I saw him, and she answered the call for past simple.
Thank you very
Yes.
much. So here, for the background, like she was watching TV. You're just setting the scene as we talked about it. She was watching TV. When I arrived, I interrupted the other action. She watched TV last night for a complete, as our friend says, completed action. It's over. She answered the call. I failed my exam. I passed my exam. So on and so forth. But describes ongoing actions in the past. So very good. So what about past continuous versus present continuous? Like I I am, for example, playing football and I was playing football. What's the difference? I mean, it should be the easiest question ever, but let's see. I was playing football, I am playing football. When I saw you running, I also fell. When I was running, I fell on the ground. Uh huh. So, what's the difference? Present continuous, past continuous. Because of you. Okay, that's nice. It's happening right now. It was happening back then. Or right then. Very good, very good. What about others? Let's see if your friends know the answer. It's like playing in the moment of playing in the past. Good. Wait, what's the question? What is the difference between present continuous, I am playing football, and past continuous, I was playing football? Google, Alex, and others, okay? So yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious. As a friend says, Royal Pro, I think. It is happening right now, it was happening back then. But let's wait for others. Several people are typing. That's perfect. So, by the way, if you guys want to download the PDF I'm sharing, you can simply join my Telegram channel, which is absolutely free. I have so many videos, materials, quizzes. We have video, idiom of the week, word of the week, so on and so forth. So make sure to join my Telegram channel. You can download the PDF and other PDFs like this. Present continuous at the moment. Past continuous at the moment is specific in the past. Okay, very good. Yeah. So let's go with our friend Gugu. Gugu, can you read that for us? And if other wants
Past
to read, sorry,
continuous.
just give me a minute. If other wants to read, just raise your hand or type me. If you want to read like our friends, type me or raise your hand. Yes, please. Thanks. Sorry.
Past continuous versus present continuous. I'm reading a book right now. Present continuous for actions happening now. I was reading a book at this time yesterday. Past continuous for actions happening at a past time.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Thank you. So we have some common mistakes, like using the question our friend asked, using a stative verb like know, love, believe. She was knowing the answer. Can we say? Can we use it? She was knowing the answer, or I don't know. What about this one? He was loving it. I was loving it. Is it correct? Next one we have forgetting was where. I saw many of you actually use this. You said, for example, they are playing soccer. They're, for example, in present continuous we can say, or they were playing soccer, not they playing soccer. Of course, it conveys the message. When you say they playing soccer, I understand the point, but and I mean correct grammar, they call it the prescriptive approach. We should use they were, or I mean it goes the same for present. They are playing. Is forget. So answer our friends. Is forget a stative verb? Yes, no. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Is forget a stative verb? Can we say I was forgetting? Let's with your friends. Peer correction. That's what we call it. No. IMO. What does it mean, IMO? What different of are and where? So are is present, like we are going right now, but we were going back then, past. In my opinion, okay, that's nice. What do you think? Forget, don't take ing. Very good. I have no idea. In my opinion, yes. I think yes. I was forgetting. So normally it's actually, yeah, some of you are correct. It's a stative verb. I mean, based on the context, you can change it. We will talk about this. I was loving it. We will see. I was loving it. But based on the context, it varies, but generally it's a stative. Like I forgot to call him. Not I was forgetting. But, and you know that we have, for remember, for example, it depends on the meaning too. I remember doing, I remember to do. But past continuous in passive voice. Okay, another question. What is passive voice? Is like voice, is it a singer? Does it sing? Passive voice, what is it? What is a stative verb? A stative verb. Verbs that don't describe actions, like cooking. I am cooking is an action, but imagine it's not. Love is not. Feeling verbs. Objects become subject. Very good. When an object becomes a subject. Very good. Yeah. So we can use it. Like the past continuous can be used in the passive way to describe actions that were happening at a specific time in the past, where the focus is on the action or the receiver of the action rather than who is performing it, which is subject. Subject was verb being, past participle. For example, the house was being cleaned when I arrived. Or the reports were being written by the team all day yesterday. It's a matter of focus, where you want to focus. I think 2 weeks ago we talked about the passive voice. I have some YouTube videos on my channel. You can watch that if you're looking for this grammar. And causatives, past continuous and causatives. Okay, another question. What are causatives? What is it? Book was read. The book. No. It's not correct. It should be like in ing form. The book was being read, for example. The car was being washed. We have two type of passive active. We have two type. Passive active, yes. Active is like normal sentences. I wrote an email. Active. Passive, an email was written by me, for example. What are causatives? Causatives, what does it mean? What are they? Can you give me examples, definitions? I think it's a bit hard, although we have some classes here and elsewhere. So what do you think? Just type what you think. I mean, no one's going to judge you. Having said that, I have no clue. So you see sometimes cause something very good. Yeah, you're close. You're in the right track. So I don't want to just open it up because it takes time. Erase it. For example, you have a car, it breaks down, it doesn't work, okay, and you don't know how to fix it. So what would you do? You should normally call a mechanic, yeah? Hello, my car broke down, can I have some help here? A mechanic comes and he fixes your car. He fixes your car because you cannot do it yourself. The skill issue or whatever you want to call it. So, in such situations, we use causative. I had a mechanic fix my car. I had a mechanic fix my car. Or other verbs. I got a barber to cut my hair. We use such sentences. I got the clean. Very good. I got the cleaner to clean my house. Very good, Nora. The reason that something happened. Yeah, normally. So here, in causative structure, the past continuous. So let's go with Google. Can you read it for us?
Past continuous and causatives.
Yeah.
In causative structure, the past continuous can describe situations where someone arranged or caused an action to happen over a period of time in the past. The focus is on the action that was being done for someone else. Structure. Subject was, were, plus having, plus object, plus past participle, or subject was, were, getting, object, past participle. Examples. I was having my car repaired yesterday. I arranged for the car to be repaired. She was getting her hair done, but when I called, she arranged for someone to do her hair.
Thank you. So you see how we're practicing. We started with some simple sentences. I was taking a shower when, for example, he called me, and now she was getting her hair done when I called. So exactly, and we have different structures for this. I mean, we don't want to talk about this. I was having something else, but normally we use like I was having my car repaired. We use the past participle, like the third part, like go, went, gone. I was having my car repaired yesterday. So you can use even complex and complicated, let's say, or difficult, you want to call it, sentences. Can we use always with past continuous? So we are just reaching the end of this PDF, but these last parts are like last but not least, are super important, are like advanced. Can we use always with past continuous? So far we talked about the fundamentals, structure, reasons. From now on, it will become like something like advanced or at least interesting. So tell me, can we use always? I was always doing something. He was always doing something. Is it correct? Yes, no, why? No. Good. Why not? He says, why not? I was always using different resources to prepare for. I don't think so. Okay, what about others? Yes, we can use it. Depends on the occasion. Okay, Nora, thank you. Because this is an important topic, I suggest that all of you participate in this, whether you know or not. Just type what you think. They were always playing games while we studied. While we were studying is better. I was always forgetting my keys. Uh-huh. I have always, no. Past continuous, not present perfect. Was doing. Sandra, your sentence is present perfect. I have always known that we cannot use it. No, it's the explanation. Sorry, I thought it's your example. My bad. Okay, I have always known that we can't use it. Today you will learn something else. When I was a student, I was always missing my classes. Very good. So, when you say our friend Dad's bun, I think, when you say when I was a student, I was always missing my classes. Are you proud of this? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you angry? Are you embarrassed? Do you think you're a failure? I mean, not necessarily you, generally. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Are we proud of such sentences? Bad. What about others? No, she was always fantastic, or something like that is not the case. Bad, I guess. Aha, very good. So, let's go with our friend Avni or Avni. Did you read it for us?
Yeah, okay. Can we use always with past continuous? I was always losing my keys. The adverb always is used to emphasize the frequency of the action in the past, suggesting that it happened regularly and the speaker may be frustrated or surprised by how much it occurred. In the sentence above, it implies that the speaker frequently had troubles keeping track of their keys in the past, which could be annoying or unfortunate. It's a common way to describe a behavior or situation that was persistent and troublesome in the past.
Yeah, continue, please.
The using helps convey a sense of representatives and minor complaint, which is often associated with past continuous tense when used with words like always or constantly.
Thank you. Very good. Yeah, always or constantly. So it shows that you are frustrated, you're surprised. I was always losing my keys. I mean, you're not happy. You're not proud of it. It's something like a thing that you don't like it. I mean, I don't want to label it, but bad. Very good. So in some situation, our friend said based on the context, based on the occasion, Noah said we can use it. We can use it. I was always losing my keys. What else can you say? Can you give me some other examples for the same meaning with the same context? My sentence, I was always losing my keys. What about you? Let's confess. Is there some kind of session to say, for example, I'm Nima. I say, hello Nima. I say I was always losing my keys. So we are just sharing our bad things. Can I say I used to? That's something else. Yeah, I used to do that is something else. I was always failing my tests. Hmm. So we always cancel? No. We were always canceling. Canceling our plans. We were always canceling. ING. Not past simple. Of course with past simple you can say that. Yeah. I was always gathering different groups of people in my teenage years. So I mean you don't like that? Like peer pressure, yeah? They call it peer pressure. I mean some friends you don't like. Normally your parents don't like them because they're not good. I was always drinking what? Aha. Joke. Okay. I was always sleeping. Mm-hmm. Several people. I love that. So be like I don't know how what can I say? Creative. It shouldn't be true. It shouldn't be always correct. Just whatever you say. Very good. I was constantly regretting my choices. We always sleep late. No, this is a present simple one. We always sleep late. This is a normal sentence. It describes your routine. We're talking about past continuous. We were always sleeping late. For example, when I was a teenager, I was always sleeping late. For example, or something like that. When I was younger, I was always getting drunk while going out with my friends. I was always forgetting. So how does it feel? Confessing. I was always forgetting my phone at home when I was in college. Very good. Yeah. Next one. So let's go with another person. Let's go with Gugu or anyone else who would like to read. Yeah. Gugu, please read this for us. Advanced notes.
Advanced notes. 1. Combining with past perfect continuous for earlier actions. Example, she had been studying for hours before she took a break. 2. Expressing annoyance or irritation. He was always leaving the lights on. She was constantly interrupting me during the meeting. For example, my neighbor was always slamming the door. 3. Native background. The wind was howling, and the rain was pouring down as we ran for shelter. 4. Polite questions. I was wondering if you could help me with this. Second example, were you planning to join us for dinner? 5. Hypothetical situations in the past. I was thinking about moving abroad, but I changed my mind. Second one, he was considering quitting his job before the promotion. 6. With stative verbs. I was loving the experience until the rain started. Second one, she was feeling sick yesterday.
Thank you. Perfect. So yeah, we talked about this. I think we talked about all of them. Polite questions. I was wondering if you could help me with this. So, uh, actually, it's another grammar topic. It's good to point it out here, but it has two names. Do you know the names? I mean, what do we call such sentences? I was wondering if you could. Can I know, for example, where you live, not where are you living, or for example, where do you live, or something like, I wonder. Can I know? What do we call such sentences? I mean, instead of asking, what's your name? This is direct or direct. What is your name? You say, I was wondering what your name is. Where do you live? I was wondering where you live. So it has two names. I mean, you don't need to memorize the names. We call them embedded questions, or it's famous like indirect or indirect questions. It's a good way to, if you want to ask some polite questions. For example, you have a boss. You cannot ask your boss, hey boss, what's your name? Or where do you live? Can I know where you live? I was wondering if you could do this, you could do that. It's something interesting. Aha, that's one. On hypothetical, we talked about this, and I was loving the experience. So, I was loving it. Can we use it? I was loving it. Is it correct? What do you think? I was loving it. Nice. I mean, same go for the present one. I am loving it. I think McDonald's slogan is I'm loving it. One of my students said that. Should we use could? Of course, for being polite, yes. As you can see in the sentence. I'm wondering if you could do this for me. I'm wondering if you something. When we were dancing, I was loving it. Mm-hmm. That is the word. How can we love something? Aha, very good. Nice. That is a stative verb. How can we love something continuously? How? How can you speak? Okay, I'll give you permission. I was loving that pizza. Mm-hmm. Very good.
Hello,
Hello?
how are you?
Thank you. So let's see here. In the past, I was loving that pizza. Very good. Yeah. And Jolie. Let's wait for Jolie. So, okay, what can I say? Can we use it or not? I was loving it. Is it correct? Is it not correct? Which one? Why? You love something and action stops. Like love at first sight. You were loving in the past. Yes, correct. What about others? 47 student, 47 yes or no? I was loving pizza till they decided to add pineapple as topping. I think they call it something, it has a name. Pizza with pineapple. I don't know what it's called. It's correct. Mm-hmm. No, no, yes, yes. I loved it. Yes, we can. No, no, it has a name. It has another name. Not pineapple pizza, something else. I don't know, whatever. So, yeah, Hawaiian, very good. Yeah, very good, Sandra. I don't like it. I hate it. But, so let's have our friend. What's your name? SWIRF? Swirf? Oh, he left. Okay, Nora. Let's go with Nora. Why did he left? Nora, could you read this for us?
Okay, hello, can you hear me?
Hello, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, while the verb love is generally used in the simple past tense, for example, I loved it, to describe a more permanent or general feeling. In the past continuous tense, it can be used informally or colloquially to emphasize the
Yeah.
intensity or excitement of the feeling at a specific moment in the past. In the sentence above, I was loving it, conveys that the speaker was enjoying something very much at a particular time in the past. The use of was loving suggests a strong temporary emotion, often associated with things like experiences, activities, or events that were happening at that moment.
Thank you. Perfect. Yes. So you see that it's correct. And we said it can be used informally. Colloquial, something like they use on the streets. Colloquially, like informal, spoken English. So to emphasize the
Mhm.
intensity or excitement. So very much at a particular time in the past. Very good. So we can use that. I was loving it. It conveys that the speaker. So now you know that. Perfect. I have two off-topic questions. Two off-topic questions. How do you pronounce it here? De something off. How do you pronounce it? And how do you pronounce this? I'm not saying our friend Neuro didn't read it well. No, no, no. She read it correctly. I'm talking about something else. How to pronounce the word emphasize? Emphasize is the verb. It means to focus, to bold something, to focus on something. And we have its noun, emphasis. It comes with put. Put emphasis on something. For example, I want to put emphasis on this part. I want to emphasize this part. So tell me, de something of. How do you pronounce it? Thank you. You're welcome, Malik. Everybody, 49 students, come on. I mean, do you pronounce it they use of or they use of? Z or se? Which one? Z?
I
Se?
think
That's
it's the
Z.
use,
Z.
the
They
Z.
use
They use. Okay. What about others? Very good, thank you. What about the others? The S. Sandra says the S. Others are saying with Z. What about others? 47 people, come on. We will not kill you. Very good. Look at that. ZS. ZS. What about this one? Because it's important. Pronunciation is important. Well, how do you say that? For example, she is or he is my. How do you pronounce it? He is my
He is my close friend.
close, like close the
I think
door.
it's with an S.
Is Z for me.
I think Nora is changing her mind. Yes.
I think it's S, my close friend.
Very good. Yeah. It's so. Why is it S? He's my close friend.
I think it depends on the alphabets before and after the letter,
Okay.
like
Close the
before and after
door.
the S.
Okay. Close the door
it.
or close the door. You know that.
It's close.
Yeah. Because it's a verb. Close the door. It's a verb. Don't close the door. But uh, she's my close friend. Here, it doesn't mean closing anything. It means how uh, something like near, a close relationship, whatever. He's my close friend, or my home is close to you, something like means next to you, near to you. So it's a noun. But for this one, they use, for if we use this one, use this book, but the of, the use of AI, the use of something. Why is it cat and not cat? That's a good question. It has something WZ, and noun or a verb. So Python, actually, there's no exact answer for your question. Like, why is it cat? I mean, it's how they wrote it, technically. But what about this one? My last question. How do you pronounce it? Suggest. I will type it for you. I want to reveal.
I think
Uh huh.
suggest.
Suggest.
Su-
You mean double J?
Suggest.
Yeah.
You mean double J? Suggest. Suggest.
No, use.
Okay. What about others? JJ.
I think it's one J. So yes, it's one.
No. Yeah. I mean how we emphasize it, like suggest, not suggest. We don't say suggest. Suggest. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
my because I'm going to say something else. Because of that, I'm saying double J. But yeah, we don't say suggest, of course. What about this one? G and J. Because of that. G and J. How would you pronounce it? G and J. Try it. Malik, okay. Pronounce this word. So how do you pronounce it?
I
So first,
think
let's talk
it's
about this. Uh huh.
yeah, I think suggest with the double G.
Double J.
Yeah.
Okay. What about others? Can I say suggest? Suggest. I suggest that. He suggests that. Is it correct? Suggest.
Uh,
I don't think so actually.
No.
yeah.
Okay, so you should
I
think
think
so.
it could be correct, but with other accents.
Which accent? Yeah, very good. You're on the right track.
I don't know specifically, but it sounds correct, but with a different accent.
Very good. It's an American accent. American. I suggest.
Yes.
Suggest is just generally internationally, but suggest is used in American English. Very good. No, it doesn't sound correct. Okay. So let me see any question here. Something said. Pronounce this first. So how do you pronounce this word? I think it's called pneumonia. I think.
Pneumonia.
Pneumonia. Yeah, the P is silent. Like in psychology, we
Pneumonia.
don't say psychology. Many people make fun of that. Psychology or something like that. Yeah. But thank you. That was a super interactive class. I really love our today's class. We are like 13 minutes speaking more than what we were supposed to. So we have some examples here. We will not talk about these questions, these exercises, and these sentences. If you want to download this, just join my Telegram channel. I will send it again. You can download the PDF. I will share it after the class. And there are so many PDFs, materials, so on and so forth. If you're into podcasts, I have a podcast channel, YouTube channel, whatever. Thank you, everybody.
Okay,
Have
sir.
fun. If you have any questions, please ask me. Otherwise, yeah, will this class? Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
I like
welcome.
your learning.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
You too. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, man. Nice. You're welcome. Thanks, teacher Gugu. Thank you, Adri. When will you teach? When will you teach perfect tense? Perfect tense. Yeah, that's a perfect question. Uh, Probably next week. Because I'm trying to, there is a sequence. We started with a simple present, then we move to present continuous, now past continuous. Probably next year we talk about past simple, then we move to perfect tenses like present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. But thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks. Good night. Good night. Enjoy the class. Perfect, Julie. All of you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You're welcome, Nora. And thanks to those who actually joined us on the stage. I would like to see more people on the stage. The more you guys come here, the more actually, you know, dialogues and conversations can be made, because I don't really like to be the only person who talks. I will try to join. Perfect. So yeah, tomorrow I will upload my the video, and I will send some homework. Like we have a homework. Yeah, we have homework every week on my Telegram. Have fun, guys. It's perfect to see you. See you on Monday, our book club session. You're reading The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. So I'm going to end this class. If you have questions, you can also message me, DM me. Yeah, goodbye.